said, the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense will get the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Quick handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Sooners will have it first and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's got a chance. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Puts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Got his man quickly. They will score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Ramsauer. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
On the move. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Ramsauer. With the catch, it's Rourke. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot. Going over the top. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rush is on him. Under pressure, and And down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete. And wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Ramsauer. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his feet. Running to Green. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Landry. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Ramsauer. Bears the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 6th play of the drive coming up. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Quarterback will keep it. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Under fire. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Across the 25, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you know.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've extended. To the air, it's Ramsauer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rourke.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Rourke. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Tries again to get it in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the... They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Keeps it going. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add... Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want it.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Makes the catch. It's Traore. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more play to pad the stats. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this